Drop the weapons, now.
Just waiting for people to join.
Move out, let's go. Put down your weapons. Sir, resistance fighters. We're taking you into custody. Drop the weapons, now. Move out, let's go.
Oh, I always have so many fun costumes. This is one of my favorite. I was watching some Star Wars stuff last night and decided I'm going to do the Stormtrooper again. What do you guys think of the eyes? This one's called Plague. And this one is called Jinx. And you can get them at the costume shop. They're Primal Contacts. Yes. Just waiting for some more people to join Storytime with Shane Onyou. Yeah, it's great. I love it too. It's one of my favorites. It goes with my, because my, my friend here, Trey, this is what he does in his spare time. He's a stormtrooper on his spare time. So, see, we match. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, so this is Trey the Stormtrooper. Sitting back there. And then, anybody who's just joining now, I'll show you what this looks like once more, and then I'll do it again at the end.
Put down your weapons. Sir, resistance fighters. We're taking you into custody. Drop the weapons, now.
So yeah, we were talking about Star Wars yesterday, or was that yesterday? Sunday, because I wore my rat outfit, and I'm the year of the rat, and Star Wars was really popular in the 70s when I was born. So that's how it kind of all played in together. I thought it was a great plan. Tilt this so you guys can see my book a little better. That should be good. We got Dory here. Everybody's here for story time, so we're all ready. Let's start with our fact for the day. We'll get at her here. So those of you who are new and those of you who are not, every story time we start out with a fact. And today's fact is coming from National Geographic Kids, Little Kids First Big Book of Where, by Jill Esbaum. Great book. I picked this one up at Walmart. You can get them at grocery stores, bookstores. Yeah, so lots of great information out there. So let's see what we'll look at today. How about we go to where did that come from categories? Let's try that. Where was, ooh. Do I want to do that one now, or do I want to save that one for the weekend? I'm going to save that one for the weekend. Okay, let's do this one. Where does water go when I flush? Interesting. 92. Let's go to that page. Where does water go when I flush? Interesting. Let's find out. Where does it go? All right. So here we go. We're getting at her. Where does water go when I flush? When you flush a toilet, a force called gravity pulls the water down. Sit back a bit so maybe they could see me on Instagram. Pulls the water down. Whoosh! Glug, glug, glug. The water travels through underground pipes until it reaches a place called a sewage treatment plant. Treatment plant. In the treatment plant, the water flows through the screen to remove trash. The water is cleaned over and over before it is released to local rivers or streams. So there you can see right in the middle there, the water treatment plant. Not pretty to look at, but necessary. And over here, England was the first country to have toilets inside the house. Before that, people used little buildings in their backyards called outhouses. How many of you have used an outhouse before? Carly, you got to quit changing your name. You're throwing me off. I'm glad you're here, though. Any kids out there, put your names up here. I'll say hello. You guys know the routine. We're just talking about where does water go when I flush. And we've just figured out that England was the first place to have toilets in the house. And before that, people used buildings in their backyards called outhouses. Their pee and poop would fall down into the pit. When the pit got full, the family would move the outhouse to a freshly dug pit and then fill in the old one with dirt. Ugh! But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's very important to bury that stuff. Very important. You see up here, in this little picture up here, we'll come in close, is an old outhouse. Now, they still have outhouses. They don't all work quite the same. They're a little different now. When I'm done this fact thing, I'll tell you about a job I did a few years ago that I worked with outhouses. So before toilet paper was invented... Oh, Trey the Stormtrooper just took a dive. Before toilet paper was invented, people around the world used bits of newspaper. Shells, leaves, corn cobs, sheep's wool, or whatever was handy. Wow. I did not know that. That's something I learned now. So before toilet paper, they used newspaper, shells, leaves, corn cobs, sheep's wool, or whatever was handy. That's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. But insane to think, you know, the stuff that we take for granted today. You got banned? Okay, that doesn't surprise me. Glad you're back. So that's where water goes when it flushes. So it goes down the pipes and flows through a screen and goes to the water treatment plant where they drain out the trash and then they clean the water over and over again before they send it back out to the rivers and the streams. And we just lost the Instagram. My live video paused for whatever reason. Don't know why. My internet... Hi. I don't know, you guys paused for a minute, but... Hi, Erica. Hi, Carla. Who else we got in here? Hi, Jennifer. Leslie. Those of you who are just tuning in, you'll have to stick around for the costume I wear at the beginning, and I'll show you what it was at the end, and have a peek at my contacts. This one here is called Plague. This one is called Jinx. And you can't really tell in this light, but it's pink and brown. And you can get them through Primal Contacts, where you can purchase them at the costume shop. Please buy from the costume shop so I can have my job back soon. Or whenever we can. You know what I mean. So that was our fact today. Where does water come from? Now, I had mentioned that I have worked with outhouses. One summer, I was lucky enough to be the everything person at a campground for the full summer. So I got to clean the fire pits, so I got to drive a bobcat to clean the fire pits. I got to drive a sewer truck and drain out the porta potties, which is what we had. Most were porta potties, and we had one outhouse left. The rest were porta potties. And inside porta potties is just a bunch of chemicals inside the actual toilet that breaks down the stuff you leave, that you deposit in the toilet. So I got to go in and suck that out, and then put some new juice in. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But good thing is I never really had to touch anything. The dirtiest thing I had to touch was the hose, and I never touched the hose that went right down into the pit. So it was a lot of fun. I loved working at a campground. I had a blast. It was me and my partner, my cat and my dog, and we spent the whole summer there, free firewood. It was great. Yeah. So if you ever want to work at a campground, do. It's a lot of fun. No, I don't have a cold. It's a smoker's cough. I hate smoking. Hey Frankie, how you doing? Those of you who don't know should go follow on Facebook, World Online Pride. Frankie, you can post the link up here if you want, and just put it up there and people can follow it. I'll be performing at that. Cool, minus the outhouse part, but one of those jobs, it's one of those jobs that needs doing. The rest of the campground job would have been awesome. You know what was worse than the outhouses? Recycling. Recycling. Those of you who are watching, if you're doing your recycling, be a doll and please rinse as good as you can. And you know what is the best to rinse? Milk. Milk jugs are the worst. Rinse those. Facebook Online Pride 20. Thank you, Frankie. Anybody, if you're not following it, you should. It's from May 1st to 4th. My time slot is on the 4th, May 4th, Monday, at 3 p.m. to 3:30. I've got some great local entertainers. You guys should tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Moving on to our next book. I get a lot of requests for these ones. I think I will start with... Sorry, grabbed the wrong one. And I'll do the other one on Thursday. So those of you who know, this was donated to me by my good friend Kathy, who just, it's her birthday today. She's awesome. She provided me with a whole bunch of books. She donated them to me, and it's been awesome. So I'm going to start with, I always rinse the recycling. That was something that I thought, everyone does it, but I think it's great when people pay special close attention to things that go sour. Because that is the worst. Like, there can be a little bit of watered down milk in there, and I've spilt that on my clothes, and that is the worst. My time slot is 3 to 3:30, so I'll have 5 performers performing that day with me for World Online Pride. I will announce them on the weekend, just so I can confirm them all and get it all in so nobody cancels. I don't want to put any names out there right now, but those of you who have tuned in have heard a few. I am going to throw it out there because they are not going to cancel. My drag child, Addie Pose, love to pieces. They are going to be performing at the Online World Pride as well. I asked them, and I'm so happy. Okay, let's get into the book. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I could talk for hours. Those of you who tune into my Saturday shows know that I could just talk and talk and talk. But regardless, the first book we are going to read today, after we've done our fact about where water goes when we flush it, The Misunderstood Shark. Who doesn't love this book? Written by Amy Dyckman and illustrated by Scott Magoon. All right, here we go. After this book, I'll check and see if there's any kids' names on there. So if you got kids watching, throw their names up there and I'll say hello. Alright, here's the first page. I know it's backwards. I don't have the function to flip it on my toolbar with Facebook, and I don't know how to do it with Instagram. But, yeah, give me time. I'm still figuring this stuff out. So here's the first page. You can see down here. Okay. Here we go! Underwater World with Barb, broadcasting live in 3, 2... Hey, who did this? Look at that. It's just beginning. Misunderstood Shark, starring Shark. Who knew? All right. Hello, people. Today on Underwater World with Bob, fun facts about Shark. So they're going live. That's who started the show right there. Isn't he cute? I don't have a jellyfish, but I have a squid. So those who have seen my squid, or those who haven't seen my squid, tune in. You'll see it soon. There's the other side. There we go. Shark, the people are watching. Don't eat that fish in front of the people. that people can see me. Look at him smiling once he realizes he could be seen. See, he was about to eat the fish. The jellyfish stopped him. There we go. Big smile and a hug for the fish he was about to eat. You misunderstood. I wasn't going to eat him. I was just... Look at the fish's face. He's saying help. Showing him my new tooth. Fun fact about that, sharks can grow and lose 30,000 teeth in their lifetime. 30,000 teeth. Holy Moses, Batman. Alright, and then in here, can I faint? Look, he wants to faint because he's looking at the teeth. This guy's like me. 30,000? Oh. And then this guy down here. Shark's tooth fairy must be exhausted. I agree. He must be exhausted. It's a lot of work. Fine. Shark, maybe you weren't going to eat that fish. Shark? Where's Shark? Oh no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does Shark see way up there? Looks like it could be one of us. You guys see that way up there? Oh, it goes this way. This is cool. Shark! Not the baby seal. Oh, it wasn't. I thought it was one of us. It's a baby seal. Look at that. Don't eat the baby seal in front of the people. I don't know. It seems like a lot to me that, or the jellyfish has a lot to say. That's okay. The people? You misunderstood. I wasn't going to eat her. I was just... Look at the seal's face. Yeah, I don't know. I was just... helping her find her family. Thanks, Mr. Shark. You're my favorite. You're my favorite, too. Look at that. Look at the wink. Shifty wink right there. Fun fact about that. A great white shark can eat up to 22,000 pounds of food in 1 year. And seals are their favorite. Ooh, I didn't hear that. But it's a fact of life. It's a circle of life, right? Gotta go with that. What did the shark say after he met the seal? Burp. Yeah, no. Too fun. People, I may have misunderstood Shark. Shark? Where is Shark now? Sniff? He's sniffing. What does he sniff? Yeah. He's looking for Shark. He smells something. What is it, Shark? Sniff, sniff. What do you smell, Shark? Tell us what you smell, Shark. I smell... Start over there. Do, 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 do. Look at his eyes. Blood! Ugh. Oh, fun fact about that. Some sharks can smell a single, just a single drop of blood in 1,000,000 drops of water. Forget the fact he smells blood. Get out of his way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. No! Shark! Don't eat the people in front of the people! Blood, 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 blood! Dun, 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 dun. This is getting intense. I brought boo strips. Yes, Shark, you rock. Look at that. Look at that. You all thought, but look at that. He's got bandages. Or as he calls them, boo-boo strips. Excellent. Shark! Run for your lives! Wait! Like Shark looks confused, but if I saw a shark in the water, I would probably run too. But look at Shark's face. But this is a different shark. This is a misunderstood shark. I was just trying to help, but the people misunderstood me too. Uh-oh. And down here, the boom guy, he's got the mic, the boom mic. The ocean gets its saltiness from the tears of misunderstood sharks. I read that somewhere. All 3 of my little squid hearts are breaking, says Squid. So look at, oh, he's so sad. And then his friend's over there. I wasn't gonna eat the people. I wasn't even gonna bite them a little. People, I know sharks can seem scary, but you're actually thousands of times more likely to be bitten by another person than bitten by a shark. That's a fact. People bite each other? Says Squid. Maybe they taste like chicken. And there you have it, folks. Sharks really are just misunderstood. I need a hug. Don't look at us when it comes to hugs. Squids stink. 'Cause if you squeeze us, we ink. I suppose I could. I'm going to wear my squid costume in a couple days. You guys have to tune in for that. But look, yeah. Don't squeeze a squid or it'll squirt. Hug time! Social distancing hugs, of course. So virtual hugs are good. That is nice. This is nice, says the broadcaster. You smell good. Oh, I can't watch. Uh-oh. 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 Gulp. You ate me. I can't believe you really ate me. In front of the people. You misunderstood again. I didn't eat you. I'm just what? Playing hide and seek with you. Wanna play? Ah! Too funny. Goodbye, people. Tune in next time for more fun facts and an inside view of our underwater world. When you talk, it tickles. That's a wrap. The end. I'll read you what it says on the back, though. Some people think there's nothing more terrifying than a shark. But are sharks really that scary? Find out in this hilarious story of a shark who insists that he is just misunderstood and not trying to eat anyone. Or is he? You can get that through Scholastic. All right, story 1 down. How we doing? Any kids out here? Awesome. Always rinse recycling. Okay, I'm good. Good. Over here, any kids? So yeah, if there's any kids out there watching and you'd like me to shout out, give them a shout out to their names, I can do that. Oh, having issues with Instagram for whatever reason. But yeah, I can do that. Let's move on to our next story. Oh, and the last story is so exciting. So stick around. You don't want to miss the last story. So we go to our 5-minute girl power Disney stories. We are almost done this book, actually. We are flying through this. And we are on The Incredibles 2, A Day Out with Mom. Bear with me. Those of you who can see my contacts, this one contact here, Plague, is hard to see out of. So it can be hard to read the words. So I'm trying. Here we go. A Day Out with Mom. Helen was happy to be back with her family. Hero work had taken her away for a long time, and she missed spending time with her family. She knew Bob was still a little worn out from taking care of everything in her absence, so she had an idea. Why don't we go do something fun today? She suggested. Bob sprang up and kissed her on the cheek. Thanks, honey. See you guys later, he called. I guess he's not coming. After breakfast, Helen had another great idea. Hey, Violet, why don't you come with me to drop Dash off at track practice, and then we can go shopping for your first date with Tony? Woo. I don't know, said Violet. Come on, said Helen. It'll be mother-daughter fun. Helen and the kids piled into the car and headed out. When they arrived at Dash's school, they found an empty parking lot. Oh no! I forgot practice was cancelled today, Dash said. Well, you can help with Jack, said Helen. Then Vi and I can go focus on shopping. Great! Babysitting, said Dash. Ugh. Love the car. Living for the car. Dash zoomed around the mall with Jack in the stroller. Dash! Helen yelled. No running with the baby! Dash knew he wasn't supposed to use his powers in public for fun. I'm battling the evils of boredom, he explained. Helen raised her eyebrows and said, Stop! Helen and Violet began picking out things for Violet to try on, but Dash and Jack kept distracting them. Here, Helen said, handing Dash some cash and forcing a smile. Take your brother on the carousel and go enjoy the mall. Meet us at the fountain in an hour. Thanks, said Dash. Look at his face. Ha! I do like The Incredibles. I'm not gonna lie. Helen sighed. Okay, now we can focus. Violet tried on some dresses, but none of them seemed right. They went into another shop, and Violet found an outfit she liked. This is cute, she said. But so casual, Helen said. She held up a couple of dresses. Look at these. Violet smiled weakly and took them into the dressing room. Ooh, she doesn't seem happy about those. Meanwhile, Dash and Jack were having a blast. They rode on the carousel and bought lots and lots of candy. Now this is living, said Dash as he and Jack enjoyed their sweets on the train car. Look at them in the train car. Oh! Okay, I want some snacks now. My. At the end of the hour, Violet sat with Helen, feeling a little sad that she hadn't found anything. As Dash and Jack raced up to the fountain, Helen frowned. "Sorry we're late," blurted Dash, showing off a colorful smile. Before Helen could say a word, an alarm blared. A woman from the jewelry store shouted, "Thief!" The family slapped on their masks and revealed their super suits. They darted into the jewelry store, but the thief was gone. "He appeared out of nowhere," said the clerk. "He took the jewelry and vanished." Elastic Girl and the kids scanned the store, looking for clues. Suddenly, another store alarm blared. The family took off toward it. See, there they are, meeting at the fountain, and then the alarm goes off, and there they are, springing into superhero action. A chorus of alarms rang from every corner of the mall. "Maybe it's a team of thieves," said Elastic Girl. "Or maybe we can multiply like Jack Jack," said Violet. "Or maybe he can multiply like Jack Jack," said Violet. Hearing that, Jack Jack multiplied, and each baby wandered off in a different direction. Violet and Elastic Girl collected as many Jack Jacks as they could, while Dash raced off to find the thief. Dash spotted the burglar and could tell right away he was definitely a supervillain. As Dash rushed towards him, he vanished in a flash of light. Dash didn't notice the burglar reappear right behind him. Uh-oh, that's scary. There's the burglar. Elastic Girl entered and tried to stretch grab the villain, but he disappeared and reappeared at the register behind her. "Name's Blindspot," he said, then disappearing again. All the Jack Jacks in Elastic Girl's arms merged back into one, and together Jack Jack, Violet, Dash, and Elastic Girl went after the thief. Violet scooped up Jack Jack and cued him to use his laser eyes, but Blindspot disappeared again. Even with Dash's super speed, he wasn't fast enough to catch the vanishing villain. Elastic Girl created a labyrinth of traps, hoping to trap him, but Blindspot managed to disappear and reappear his way through the mall. I like that name for a supervillain in this case, but Blindspot, that's pretty cool. I'm a-liking it. Then Violet caught Blindspot's reflection in a mirror and realized something. He was traveling through their blind spots. She quickly used a compact mirror to spot him, then threw a force field trap to trap him inside. The entire family ran alongside the supervillain as he rolled through the mall. Just then, a dress shop window caught Elastic Girl's attention. "Vi, that'd look great on you." Even while they're saving things, they're still shopping. Too funny. "Mom," said Violet, "I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't really like dresses." Ooh. Ooh. Did not know that. Who knew? "I'm sorry, Vi," said Elastic Girl. "I just wanted to spend some quality time with you." Elastic Girl anchored the force field to the fountain, locking the trapped blind spot in place. "Well, you got your wish," said Violet, smiling. "Nothing says family bonding like catching a supervillain together." There's Blind Spot. They got him in the bubble. There he is there. Trapped. As the family headed out, Helen turned to Violet. "You know, I have no idea what I wore on my first date with your father. Clothes don't really matter. Wear something you like." Later that week, Violet put on her favorite jeans and t-shirt and went downstairs. "You look beautiful," said Helen. "Thanks, Mom," said Violet, giving her mother a big hug. She was ready for her first date with Tony. Aww. Yay! Villain's caught. Everybody's happy. Now she can go on her date with Tony. Yay! Story number 2. Moving on to the final story of the day. Any kids? Any kids? Nope, nope. Nope. Yes, love The Incredibles. Agreed, agreed. So the last book today was provided to me by my good friends over at the Okotoks Public Library. You can find this at the Calgary Public Library as well. It is a part of our Rainbow Collection. It's another great book. Those of you who were with me yesterday, I read the Princess, yesterday, Sunday, The Princess and the Maiden. Well, today we are going to go the other way, and we are going to go Prince and Knight by Daniel Haack, illustrations by Stevie Lewis. Prince and Knight. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far from here, there was a prince who would soon take the throne. So his parents took him on a search for a bride. They traveled the land far and wide, but the prince was looking for something different in a partner. Let's see what he's looking for. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far from here, lived a charming prince who was handsome and sincere. There's the kingdom. And there is the handsome and sincere prince. Dashing. His parents knew that soon it would be time that he took the throne. But with a kingdom so grand, the prince could not rule alone. So the three of them set out and traveled far and wide on a quest to find the princess a kind and worthy bride. Look how far away they are. It's a long table all the way down here. He's our handsome prince. The prince met many ladies, and he made them all swoon. But it was soon clear that he was singing a different tune. Such a great story. I love this story. Thank you, he told his parents. I appreciate that you tried, but I'm looking for something special in a partner by my side. Looking a little distraught, but that's okay. For now. Such a good book. But while the royals were away, their land faced quite a scare from the dragon's fast approaching, breathing fire everywhere. All the villagers ran in fear, even the soldiers hid and fled. This vicious beast is far too great. We must retreat or we'll be dead. The prince heard the dreadful news as he raced home with all his might. To protect his precious realm, the prince was ready for a fight. There he is racing home. Alas! Before you fear, our prince had to face the beast alone. Oh, wait. Alas! Before you fear, our prince had to face the beast alone. Along on horseback came a knight, cloaked with armor that brightly shone. Yes. See him up there? Woo! Woo! Sparkly! Shining in the light. The dragon charged upon our heroes, thinking it had already won. But the knight had a bold idea and raised his shield to face the sun. The glare hit the shining metal, blinding the dragon's fiery eyes. But it was what the prince did next that really caught it by surprise. So he took his shield and he shone it into the light, which shone into the dragon's eyes. What's going to happen next? There you see the prince over there. The prince had climbed atop the dragon and tied a rope around his head. He wrapped the cord around the neck and down the body like a thread. See him? Yeah. There's the knight down there. Woo! Got them all tied up. The plan had worked. The dragon was caught, its body was tied and bound, but the prince up high had lost his grip and was falling to the ground. See, he's falling over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The knight below jumped on his horse, and they began to race. The prince was caught and free from harm, held in the knight's embrace. Such a good book. You saved my life, and you saved mine, they said to one another. And in a flash, to each it felt there simply was no other. Aww. I'd say they're looking into each other's eyes, but Knight has his thing down. But that's okay. You can see through those grays. Knight took off his helmet to reveal his handsome face. They gazed into each other's eyes. Their hearts began to race. Yes, he is handsome. Look at that. Oh, doesn't love a happy ending. As the villagers returned, it became clear to those around that the prince's one true love had at last been surely found. Look at that. So there's all the villagers, and there's Prince and Knight by the fountain, sharing some quality time together. Of course, this was before social distancing, so we'll let that go. The king and queen had come back too, and were overwhelmed with joy. We have finally found someone who's perfect for our boy. They didn't really do anything. But look, they're all at the same end of the table. Again, not social distancing, but it was before then. Surely they're not talking moistly. Oh, I can't turn the page. We're getting close to the end. And on the two men's wedding day, the air filled with cheer and laughter, for the prince and his shining knight would live happily ever after. Oh! Look at that! Yes! The end. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of story time. But I did promise that I would throw my costume on once more. So if you did not get to see my costume when I first started, here we go. So fun.
Move out. Let's go. Put down your weapons. Sir, resistance fighters. We're taking taking you into custody. Drop the weapons, now. Move out, let's go. Put down your weapons.
Alright, folks. That's it for Storytime with Shane today. I hope to see you back here on Thursday at 3 p.m. I do it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays live on Instagram and Facebook at 3 p.m. I also post it to YouTube later, so you can always watch it another time with whoever, whenever, whatever. Love getting pictures, any pictures you've got of anything, me up on your big screen, kids in costumes that look similar to mine. Send them my way. I would absolutely love to see them. Hope to see you all on Thursday at 3 p.m. Same time, same place. Peace out.